I suppose we should tell people who we are and what we were up to, because we've been up to this thing for a while.
We've been up to this thing since 2018.
Ah, wow. It was an astonishing thing to have starting to happen. And I didn't always understand where all the thoughts were coming from, but I knew we had this really intense connection to doing art at each other, for each other, back and forth. I'm Elise Matthesen, and I make shiny things.
I'm Fran Wilde. I am the two-time Nebula Award-winning author of Updraft and Riverland, and I am a longtime collector of shinies. In fact, as I was just telling Elise, this is my first shiny. It's a tiny shiny, and I got it at Chicago Worldcon in 2012 when I first met Elise.
Yes.
I've been a huge admirer since I even pitched a book based on your shinies. So leaned over at ReaderCon on the benches in the lobby and said, "Hey, Fran, do you want to trade inspirations? We could do a thing in 2018." I said, "That sounds great." And I never expected to hear from it again, because you know how we are. We have these great ideas and then they go into the universe, but then I got this email. That's how I remember it. And Fragments was fragments of our imagination, fragments of conversations.
Yep. It also had a really particular extra meaning, certainly to me, and I suspect for you also, in that in my head, I occasionally tagged it as surviving fragments, because I was looking at a lot of how disability works in my life and how disability is affecting my art in various ways, and has done so for a long time. 2018 and 2019 were the times leading up to that, when I was coming to terms with, okay, how is this part of it going to affect my art? And your writing, your fiction that was happening around that time and just before that time and just after that time is profound and very powerful for me as a reader. So that was also something that went into the cauldron. And in fact, one of the pieces here, I think I've got the name right for this one. Oh, my names are all on scraps of paper, which is how come they all came unstuck from the pieces, which is even better, and it makes it more fragmenty, in my opinion.
Perfect for the project, because yes. Oh, wait, that is the piece that you made in response to the sort of notational drawing that I did from my brain.
Yeah. And
let's tell them what it is, this project.
Yes. Oh gosh, yes, because this project is not, in the ultimate sense, finished until people come in and start working with it, and then it becomes even bigger. It grows out. We made a set of tangible objects. We made a set of cards that are inspiration cards. You can think of them as writing and art prompts, if you want to. You can think of them as subjects for meditation that writing and art might come out of. We called them fragments. Fran did all the serious work of making them become tangible objects. So all of that, which is very cool, is a Fran thing. And let me tell you, I'm so glad that our abilities and knowledge is connected, because we wanted to invite people in after we did this thing, after we did this amazing thing, and we're like, oh, okay, yes, that was our thing. Now
what the thing ended up being was 16 cards, 8 images of Elise's work and 8 images of mine that can be dealt in any direction, flipped around, used as inspiration, like Elise said. 16 cards and a card of instructions, because we didn't think that instructions were appropriate to the project.
I
And
love
then
instructions. I love it so much.
then there are only 100 of these. That's the trick. There are pieces of them that may appear in the world, but the sets, the signed, numbered sets of these are 100 of them. And we are inviting the 100 people who purchase the sets to join us as
Yep.
part of the project. We've made parts, we've made cards that are
Right.
blank and that you can draw on the inside. And then we're going to have a space where you can share these back with us. And
Yep.
we can't wait to see what you do.
And
So it says, and you right there.
Woo! Yes, exactly so. Exactly so. I'm kind of hoping and actually expecting that everybody will go in every direction, kind of like we did. There's going to be some Twitter hashtags and there's going to be some Instagram stuff.
Wasn't just about survival in the end. It was a sustaining, nurturing thing where we would just, it was a correspondence. And we would love for everybody who participates in this, all 100 of you, to correspond back with us and then correspond with each other and see where that goes.
Exactly.